Pug, 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 pug. Da 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 da! Puggy power! Konbanwa, everybody!
It is day 8 in Japan, and we are still in Kyoto.
Yes.
So today we did another castle. We had a lunch at Special Cafe and had a bunch of meals and walking around today.
Yep.
So let's start it off. What castle did we go to today?
We went to Nijo Castle.
Alright, so we just got through Nijo Castle, which did not allow photography, so I wasn't able to get a video going through there. It's a old castle for the last shoguns. Hi, Maya.
I want to be a shogun when I grow up.
Okay, fine, you can be a shogun when you grow up.
Yeah.
This is the garden outside of this giant temple out here. Yeah, no one has to say. The weather is much warmer today. We're going to be in the upper 60s, low 70s. So we are finally getting to the beautiful spring weather that we were wanting to get when we first landed.
Ooh. Little waterfall.
We'll check in later.
Very nice castle. I've been a fan of the castles here in Japan. So Nijo Castle was actually the base of the first and also the last shogun of Japan.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's very interesting to read that. Very interesting, like they're very well, first off, the castle was beautiful. Lots of detail. The grounds were gorgeous.
A lot of the art and rooms for the palace were designed very specifically for their use.
Mm-hmm. I believe the shogun, the way that his seat was positioned was to always face with south, because the emperor of Japan would also be facing the south, so he wanted to be facing the same direction as the emperor, which I thought was very interesting.
Yeah, the whole room was designed around that.
They put a lot of thought and detail into it. Very, very beautiful building. Definitely worth the visit.
Yeah, that was one of the ones that actually cost 600 yen.
Yeah, it was 600 yen, but it was worth it. You had the little
100%
path.
worth it.
Yeah, little path that you had to follow. You took off your shoes while you went through the shogun's main hall. It was where bedroom, little area, and little area. Well, I don't know.
It was a castle.
So every little detail, they said that when you stepped on the wood, it didn't creak. It would creak a certain way where it sounded like birds, but then they said that it wasn't intentional, right?
It wasn't intentional, but the way they did their nails, it wasn't just like a nail at the head, the hammer.
Mm-hmm. It was like sideways.
Yeah, it was like a weird sideways.
Yeah.
Number 7 looking nail.
So when when you would step on it, it would creak against the floor, and it would sound like, instead of kind of like a ugly sound, it sounded more like chirps, like chirping.
They called them mockingbirds.
Yeah, mockingbirds, and it still sounded like that. So while I was over there, I was stepping on the wood, and it did sound like birds. So that was really interesting.
Cool. A lot of beautiful art.
Yeah, the different levels of the floors. This room is specifically made higher than this one because they had a higher stature. Or there was tigers painted in the waiting room when they had visitors, so it would intimidate the guests. I thought, I need some tigers in my living room.
I think do some tigers on the wall. Paint some homemade murals.
Yeah, there's just so much detail. It had 400 years of history, so that was very interesting. I actually was more interested in what was actually the original and what was remade. So I don't know. Of course they didn't.
I guess they had some. They issued some notices where pictures where the originals were taken off and taken to a museum.
It was
and recreated there.
Yeah, it was Nijo's Castle's 400th anniversary. So a lot of the murals are the artwork was taken out and replaced with a
reproduction.
Yeah, reproduction. So it could be hanged in the museum. And sadly, the museum wasn't open, so we weren't able to see it.
But apparently, they look the same. So
Alright, so up here is the base of a tower that used to stand 5 stories tall. The ceiling tiles were made of copper, and it was struck by lightning and this whole building burned down. So now just the base is left for us to walk on and take a look at what used to oversee.
So it's actually taller than this.
Right, it would have been 5 stories taller, overlooking all of this garden stuff. Over here is the castle. So on this side would have been the castle, and then this is the gardens that it would be overlooking. It's pretty cool. And then from here, this is where that tower would have stood. That's the base we were standing on. And then more, these are weeping cherry blossoms.
And in the water, the moat around the castle had koi fish, and they were like huge.
They're big koi
They're
fish.
huge.
But ugly koi fish.
Yeah. Well,
Nothing-
there was one nice one, like one orangey one. I took a picture of it.
One nice one.
So after that, that's pretty much like the.
Yeah, they suggested 2 hours for the tour, and it was almost 2 hours on the dot.
And it took us about 2 hours. So after that, we went to a very special cafe because, as you know, we have a dog at home and we miss him very much. They're so cute. Woof, woof. Philip is not a fan of pugs, but I love any dog. I don't discriminate. So I was excited when I saw, like, he specifically has a thing with pugs that he doesn't like they're all like nasally and snotty.
They're all nasally, and
But
everything you look at them like.
That's a mixed pugs. They're so ugly that they're cute.
Or
So
just
like,
ugly.
so it's funny because he didn't really want to be there, and I was like totally excited. I was like, oh yeah, so we finally get to get
And
there.
we're walking there, and I'm like, if we walk here, and it's just some crazy lady going up to her apartment, I'm turning around.
Alright, so we get off the bus, walk down, it's the street, I guess. Come in through all of this residential area, and then it's just a house. And this is where Maya's gonna be petting dogs for an hour. Cannot believe this.
Okay, so
We turn the corner, getting off this bus stop,
so
and there's a 2-story apartment
it's a
house.
two-story apartment house, and basically it's someone's house, and then they open it up and they have like 11 pugs there, and they actually take reservations. They have their own website. They take good care of these dogs, and it's so funny how detailed it is because they do like, okay, first when you get there, if you don't have a reservation, it's $15 to have hour playtime with 1 drink, a snack, and then you get like a little bowl of snacks for them so you can feed them while you're there. If you make a reservation ahead of time, then it's only $10 a person, and yeah, you get the same things. And so for unlimited snacks or unlimited drinks, it's like $20 per person. And you can just like chill there all day and just like hang out on their couch and watch TV and play with the bugs. I don't know. But it was nuts. And it was so funny because Philip was like sitting there, he's just like, I don't really want to be here, whatever, my one's forcing me. And all the pugs jumped on him. And they're just like, in his face like, and I'm just like, oh my god, you're so lucky. And he's just like, oh yeah.
Of course, it's like made home on top of me. They were cool.
It was definitely worth seeing. I had no regrets at all. We literally paid $20 to pet some dogs.
Very crazy. So when we go home now, I'm gonna start charging all family members and friends and family. All friends and family want to come visit our house.
And they even had a family tree. They had handouts that you could read while you sat there and ate. And when I say eat, they give you like a bowl of candy. it had like a handout, and I have a copy of it. Of okay, these are their moms, and then they came from this litter, and then they're this old, and then they're this age. This is their birthday, and this is their names, and then like there's one that doesn't like cuddling, and then there's one that's like deaf. Of course, I like the deaf one. He was my favorite. That was my favorite. He was just like running in circles. Oh god. Oh, I miss our dog.
Pugs. Afterwards, we grabbed a snack.
We snacked at. We went to the supermarket, and I'll tell you, supermarket food is really good.
Which is really weird. I mean, like, usually I would never eat, like, sashimi from a 7-Eleven in America.
Like, I thought the street food would be cheap here, and it's not. It's super expensive, and so to save money, we eat at these supermarkets at least, like, once or twice a day.
All this pre-made food. It all looks delicious, too. And it's already, I mean, we have to go through the store or whatever, right? But I mean, there's just tons and tons of food here. Some fresh food just sitting out. And this has been pretty common in all of the supermarkets we've been to. Every one of them, they just have like fresh food just kind of sitting out. We went to one that actually had like a bakery set up the corner. There's one back there, a bakery, and they put fresh bread out. And mine's been eating that up. I'm loving it, like in Japan.
And so like those little mochi balls that you get on the stick, and they're like one's a green tea, vanilla, and whatever. At the street market, it's like at least $3 for one stick. At the supermarket, I get 3 mini ones for $1. So the supermarket is definitely the way to go if you're on a budget and you're in Japan and you just want like some
substance.
Really like food. It's pretty good food.
Okay,
it's not bad.
It's better than that.
He got like a little bento box, I guess, and it had like a side of rice and
pork.
And the thing about the supermarket food, they don't always translate it to English. So we're just looking at it, we're like, oh yeah, that looks good. And so he thought he got chicken, and it was actually fried pork. And we're not picky people. It was still good.
It was good.
They had like a microwave in the supermarket. They had spaghetti. I ate the spaghetti's good. They had like the onsen eggs.
Had potato salad.
Oh god, yeah, I had potato salad. I had a really good sandwich, fish sandwich. We got the little mochi balls, and ginger ale.
Ooh, and a strawberry cake.
Big bottle of ginger ale and a strawberry cake, and it all costed $10.
It was crazy. And then when you check out, they ask if you want chopsticks. So they give you utensils.
They give you little wipes.
And then you walk around the corner, and they had a whole sitting area
with free Wi-Fi. Well, free Kyoto Wi-Fi.
Had a microwave there to warm your food up.
And a sink where you can wash your hands.
Like it was
you can't beat that.
It was cool.
It's super cheap.
And it was fun because even while we were sitting there, we didn't sit there too long. I mean, maybe 20 minutes. There were other people that had come in after us, ate, and were back out. I mean, like people were in and out, snacking quick.
Yeah.
So I mean, it was very common for people to go in there and do what we were doing, and these are locals.
I feel the food's very good. You get a good deal on milk tea. Like if you go to like a Lawson or 7-Eleven or Family Market, it's better price than buying it or eating out at a restaurant or street food. But the supermarket is the way to go. The big family supermarkets that have like the produce and everything, it's always going to be cheap. Cheaper than the drugstore.
That's our go-to right now.
Yeah. When I get so excited when I see a supermarket, I'm like, let's go. And he's like, yeah. Never happens at home.
No. You don't like drive by Costless or
like,
Save Mart. You're like, oh yeah, right there.
And there's samples here. I don't know what I eat. Like I just grab it and I just eat it. I look if there's no peanuts because I'm allergic. Otherwise I ate it. I ate something I think was liver, but it was still good. But it was free, so.
It's like Costco instead of a supermarket. It's pretty alright. So we snacked there. Where else did we snack? We had ice cream on. Where was that?
Oh, we went to Nishiki Market today. That's right. We went to Nishiki Market, and
finally have to try your creamier.
Yeah, oh god, I've been lucky. Every time when I see the little Japan, when they sell, most shops when they sell ice cream, they have the little lantern
It's
shape of
all
ice cream.
the same
ice
cream.
I swear, it's the same lantern. Like, they go to the same lantern shop and
ice cream shop.
And order it. Like, it has the same product number.
Like,
and they
literally, there's no difference.
There's no difference.
I mean, we're talking like 20 of them.
It's
we've seen a lot.
the waffle cone, and then it's the fake white.
3 spirals of
whatever. Like the McDonald's ice cream cone. That's what it looks like.
But they have that even when they're selling the creamier.
Yeah. So every time when I see it, I like comparing prices because creamy is very expensive. I heard from Simon and Martina on YouTube that it is the best ice cream in Japan. So I was like, well, duh, we have to try it.
Obviously.
I didn't realize it was so expensive. So it's at least, the cheapest we've seen it is 500 yen.
Yeah, I remember yesterday we had 200 yen ice cream, which blew our minds being a Keurig style.
I thought that was really cool.
And I
had sakura mochi. It was $2.
Today we have ice cream.
It was the $5.50. Yeah, $5.50.
550.
Almost
yen.
$6. And it was good. It was very good. Like,
I must say it was very different.
It tastes like buttermilk, and I love buttermilk. I like buttermilk pancakes.
It literally tastes like you are eating butter ice cream. To me. Which
I felt it was good.
It was good.
It's supposed to have. Good. Well, the reason why it's more expensive is because it's supposed to be higher quality, so it has a lot more cream content to it.
18%.
18% or something like that. 30, 18, whatever. It's a very high cream content. It's not
ice cream.
Yeah, it's not ice cream. It's cream.
That's cool.
So, yeah, like, the minute I bit into it, I was like, tastes like butter. And it was very good. The cone.
Very creamy.
Oh god, the cone was like
creamy. You didn't sell those cones
to us. It was a cookie.
Because
it was like the Danish cookies, or like, you know what I'm talking about? The Danish cookies.
I was saying it looked like sugar cookies to me.
Oh, like shortbread cookies.
Like shortbread, something like that.
Yeah.
It was really good.
So it was like a really like shortbread cone. I mean, I don't know. If it was cheaper, I probably would have rated it higher. But I give it a 3.5 out of 5.
3.5.
Because of price. Good ice cream, high price.
So anyways,
it's worth trying it at least once.
Continue through the market trying to find some cheap octopus or squid on a stick.
And it's so expensive. I mean, I don't know.
Maybe we're cheap just because of our set budget for this trip.
No, it's not. It was like one kebab for 300 yen, and I was like, I don't know. Maybe
was it 3? I thought it was more than that. I thought it was 500 yen for 3 octopus.
No, it's 500 yen for. Okay, it was 3 for 1, and if you bought 2, it was 5. But I don't know. It was super expensive. I find that when you want to eat nearby any like touristy spots, and this is everywhere, not just Japan. If you want to eat near there, it's gonna be super expensive. So what we found is like when we're taking the train and we have a transfer, and usually the transfers are like in the middle of town where there's nothing, like no shrines or like nothing really for people to see. I find the cheapest food.
Or even that, when we're walking between the major street, we see a one-way alley. There's a lot of one-way streets here. You just go down the one-way street, go 1 block into the middle of wherever, and you find these back alley restaurants.
Yeah. The best ones I've seen are the diner style ones, where you get like a full set meal for like 800 yen, and you're super full, you're packed, and it's like comfort food. It's not the best quality. You're not gonna get like a sous chef cooking in front of you and having fresh sushi, but it's good.
We did get a chef cooking in front of us at the one diner.
Which one?
When we sat at, and the cooks were all right there in front of us.
Oh, that wasn't intended. They were like sweating and stuff. Like, they're not even. It's on a show. But yeah,
the food's still fresh.
It's
still good. I'm still gonna give 5 stars for most of the places we've been to.
I could see how people can say that Japan is expensive, because it is. It is expensive.
If you do it wrong.
If you do it wrong, and depending what you do.
Because so far I'm feeling like Japan's pretty affordable. It's
pretty affordable if you know how to budget. If you go in and you're like, I want to try the best sushi. I've seen sushi sets where And usually sushi sets are, what is it? Like from a 3 Michelin star is $300 a person, at least. Yeah, if you want to do stuff like that, that's great. But we're not like that.
I'm so not okay with that. I hadn't even researched what that means.
What, 3 Michelin star? That's basically their rating system of their chefs.
I don't even want to know. I want to go back to
He probably thinks like tires. Why are you talking about tires? I
Let's
can't.
see.
We could, if we did that every day, we would not. This trip is 6 weeks long, and we would not. We would run out of money so fast.
Yeah.
Well, this is how we get to have long trips, is because we eat for less. I mean, there's certain days where we'll eat good, like really good. And then
Today was a good day.
Today was a good day.
Today was a lot of snacks. Other days we just top ramen for
Most
breakfast
days,
and dinner.
most days we top ramen. Other days we eat ice cream, dollar ice cream.
Oh, that's so good. Alright, so last but not least, we walked all the way there from the market all the way back through Gion and back to our apartment.
Yeah.
So we definitely put in the miles on our feet.
Oh, we had dinner at my restaurant.
My
It's called Omaya Restaurant.
Mayaki or something like that.
Omaya. No, it's Omaya Restaurant, and it was pretty good. It had a lot of fried stuff.
Yeah, so the menu was most of the menu was comfort food. A lot of steak, a lot of fried stuff.
Yeah.
A lot of cheap comfort food.
Yeah.
So we got 5 mystery meats and vegetables on a stick.
It said the menu literally said 5 skewer meat or fish. We're like, okay, and I'm still not 100% sure what 2 out of the 5 meats were. I knew one was a hot dog.
We definitely got a hot dog.
Huh?
We definitely got a hot dog.
I knew that. I 100% know that was hot dog. So
deep fried hot dog.
deep fried hot dog for us, and like put panko on it.
Yeah, not like a corn.
One was shrimp. One was shrimp.
One was shrimp for sure.
One was some type of fish. Couldn't identify the fish.
Question mark. No idea.
One was like a pork sausage, and the other one was chicken.
Good, so good. And then we also shared. So we shared that, and then we shared a
chicken steak.
And
a meatloaf. They call it hamburger steak, but it's basically meatloaf. Which is I love meatloaf. I don't complain about that.
And I wanted to try it. I've seen it at a couple different restaurants. They've said the same thing.
Yeah.
You know, so tried it, and it was more Maya than me. I'm not a huge meatloaf
Oh,
fan.
I love meatloaf.
But the chicken. Their chicken
was
steak,
so good.
I don't even know what they did with it.
I think they'll use salt and pepper. They use MSG.
Just like sprinkled on.
That's exactly what I think they do.
Yeah.
And it's so good. Oh.
Well, we saw the American clothes store.
I think what they did was they took like those ramen packets, like the seasoning, and poured it on the chicken and then fried it.
Except for better than top ramen,
Oh.
but it was good. And that was right around the corner from our apartment. So
like literally around the corner.
we got back pretty easily.
And now we're here, and then we're talking to you guys, and we are tired.
So we'll rest up, and tomorrow, what's on the plan?
We're going on. The only thing we have planned tomorrow is something called Philosopher's Path, and that's supposed to be like a really nice path with cherry blossoms, and like people are supposed to walk it. I've seen pictures of it empty. I'm starting to find out that is not always the case here in Kyoto.
So I bet you tomorrow we're gonna see,
especially if it's free,
thousands of people walking.
Yeah.
this path.
Like all the pictures that you see of bamboo forest, and I guarantee you, if you Google it, type in bamboo forest, it's gonna be empty. Okay.
Well, we'll walk it. We'll let you guys know tomorrow.
All right. Sayonara.